Fast forward, any come our channel so AGH Politics Avenue podcast stories are trending because speaking headlines. And when you jumbre na EDB Xposě oha. And EDB ni ahun braksi muse ende EDB kanya. Be sure so you subscribe to the channel. Hit notification bell so share. Na afia for friends so inside into me. Ke be ni di ma. Mame mfa nwura eye political highways nim. Ejadem a enya asem goto akra. Na Kevin Kwao Taylor ene what traxi ewo eye ni Loud Talent TV ni so onia. Na wa make Xposě bi edi afa eye na na dodan kwa Akuffo ado ho a kire se papa no wo hwe dwumadi wudi ye efa to ho a na ye boapayo eye oboapa se eye ne boapayo se obe ekele eye to na se to no na ompese obesan akanyan to amana fa no ntuma panyina no sa woni Chinese company bi akabom abie eye oil company ni bia onia me no kasai e opa hontoma e won channel so a onia enya asem koto akra na de point in time be say ye mo wan sibnim na ye hwe ne ye ko ene de ba AGH Politics Avenue.
Nationalism go to tour exceptional in the history of this republic. For a very long time we got a government that went to build a private oil refinery next to the national oil refinery. I'm talking about Secrete oil, which belonged to a Chinese a criminal pastor, Akuffo and his family. They drove past Tor and they went to build a private refinery. Are you insane? These are the same twats, foolish human beings sitting on TV telling us to say we should listen to them and give them power again. These same twats, these are the same Saumins walking in Ghana and sitting on TV and radios and telling us that, oh, we are forgotten. Come and listen to us. Give us power. We are in an era where things are really happening. Things are really changing. Things are not rosary yet. We are still in the wood. But you can see it is far, far better than we allowing these clowns called the NPP to handle affairs of this nation. So we should be very grateful. We should support what we have today because they have shown, say, when we give them enough room and time, they will deliver, and they are delivering. So this is it. Petrol prices to go down again. We cannot allow the sankwas in again. Mama, now, I want to tell you, say, things are going on because I don't have it. Okay, I have it now. The government, whether you like it or not, you can choose to create an impression, say, a buying way is not working. But you see, the good thing about now, and they say, every single person has access to information. And it makes it so good, it makes it so easy, it makes the work for us very easy. You can choose to say, Bibianko, so it is your own opinion. It is how you want to feel. It is how you want to think, and it is how you want to live. That does not mean we, the majority of the people who are rational and intelligent, we are also going to toe your line. It's not going to work like that. 1992, and now say you are the only person with information. But as I speak to you now, we can check every single thing happening in Ghana. Whether the government is working, delivering or not, we the people, we would know. When it comes to road infrastructure, this government has shown in 1 year, we have seen the development, the massive leap when it comes to tackling our road deficit in Ghana. And these are some of the things that Ghana for A2 Omokoba, they are on their roads. They are seeing it. They see it. They see contractors on the road. They see it every day. It is not TV. So now you want to paint a picture and force people to believe. Those people will see you say you are insane. When you sit on TikTok, when you sit on Facebook, when you sit on YouTube, now you know what Mahama. The people see you as a clown because they want you to understand. They say, and that you cannot sit there and make it look like who Jimmy Fuzes in Ghana. Petrol prices, petrol, diesel, and LPG prices to drop again between 1.26% to 2.3%, 1.97% to 2.10%, and 3.10% to 5.09% respectively. In Sesiano, a year petrol, diesel, LPG. Yes, I bet so. Makacha say abina money. See the wonderful work a year Tor a year. The CEO of Tor, exceptional guy. And I have said, we need exceptional people to take exceptional role to do exceptional things. And you see, all the young people are energy nano in terms of crude, a year refinery, a year storage, a year energy. The energy minister himself, John Abujinapo, very young guy, dynamic guy, hardworking guy. The guy who is in charge of BOST, very young, eloquent, smart guy, very smart, pragmatic, and you see the way Tor and the Omuye Juma go to BOST, another young, fantastic young man, very precise in his work, very diligent in his work. You have no fault with people like that. They are working diligently. These are people who are quiet but putting in the work. Go to NPA, HD Tamaklo, see the exceptional. So you can see, John Mahama's selection of people to basically to be doing some specific job, and not just Busremuka. It's a lot of thinking went through it. And I'm so happy, all the people, John Mahama, especially the energy sector, the front, they have not disappointed the president. From NPA to BOST to Tor, all the way to the energy minister, you could see an exceptional growth in the energy sector. Into all these young people, and all these people are not noisy. They are very quiet and they are focused on their job. Take your time and go back and check the numbers and check the records. And these are people, if we are able to hold them well, we are able to guide them. They might make mistakes along the way, or they might hit blocks, but it does not mean our competence level is low. See what is happening. For a very long time, Tor, Tema Oil Refinery, no Mutumi Refinery Oil, today, under the leadership of the lawyer who is leading them, Tema Oil Refinery is refining. And you know the funny thing? They are going to expand their production. Into the probability, petrol and to mean cost too much, it is very, very high. And this is the kind of governance we have been talking about all these years. And yet, they didn't hatred, that's also then it is your problem because the people are seeing it. So as we speak today, petrol conform, diesel conform, gas conform, and we are seeing the impact. So all these young people, they have excelled exceptionally. So far, we have seen, if they are given the room, they are given the years, they are given the chance to work, these young people will not disappoint Ghana. Because I think, they all understand, John Mahama, legacy or person Olivi for a very long time, they are all ready to protect and to make sure John Mahama lives up to expectations. In Tutumu say, all the front, Tor, BOST, NPA, the energy minister himself, they are doing exceptionally well. And it is something we need to encourage. Near to Akroma and Kwasiafobi ba who they see, Yakofa dentist is on the energy minister. Yakofa Akwebi, just say, and Kwasiafobi and the Mobile Edian Obidi, Napo knew nothing about energy. Ni akota na poso be energy minister. The ultimate say the kofa eye accountant. Yeso nko health minister. Ajima menu. Ni akofa eye den ekurase lawyer. Amwakwata yeso nko road minister. Ni akofa eye den drug peddler, weed smoker. Et say agric minister Mickey Mouse. Yeso nko agric so you could see the whole thing was just disjointed. The NPP did not have any idea about governance. It was all about you being loyal to Akuffo. So when Jimmy Kwane Akuffo Pawasama, he will give you something to do. And that is what, for the past 8 years, it derailed this nation. Because people who were given the job to do did not have an idea about a job. Ni Akroma and Akuffo na agric minister ekotambo die begu nkran say nyina mfri otumfo emfa kamran kran bedi body. This shows the level of foolishness that has germinated in the foolish masses called the NPP. We are on a road, and now we are on a trajectory. It is very good. It is consistent. We are seeing people who are ready to learn, who are ready to submit themselves, who are ready to take up challenges, and people who are really making it work. And this is the kind of government I was saying. The man is very intelligent to elect young people who want to challenge themselves. Now go to BOST and see what is happening there. When was the last time you saw, fuel are shorted to the point? BOST is basically storing and delivering. Go to NPA, LG Tabaclo and his people. See the change, see the face, see how today we are talking about the NPA that has a new face, a new kind of leadership that is driving. And people can now approach MPA, call their hotlines, know what is happening, the transparency, the level of professional. Everywhere you are, you should follow his platform, his page on YouTube. Subscribe. Right now, he has 2.64K subscribers. I think we should do about 10, 20, 30, 40,000 subscribers within a week. And we are ready and willing to help Ghana know who this gentleman is and the good work that he's doing for Mother Ghana. His name or his channel on YouTube is Ghana Roads and More. Ghana Roads and More, at Ghana Roads and More. You can follow him. Subscribe. Go there right now. Take a minute. Go there. Go subscribe and come back and watch the show. If you are also watching on TV, you can pick your phone, subscribe to this channel, Ghana Road and More. He will be updating us every single day, and that is what we need so that we, living here in the United States, we can also come and update you. When he does the job, we will bring it here. We will show to you for you to know the progress this government is doing when it comes to road infrastructure. The big push is ongoing. Ghana is changing. John Mahama, the president, said Ghana is a construction site. In the next 10, 12, 15, 16, 22, 41 years, Ghana will be a solid nation with better roads. Road accidents will be a thing of the past. People will not die anyhow. We will be proud of ourselves and we will remember John Mahama and the NDC government for years. We will stay with them and stick to them and make sure they do the right thing. We will have to criticize them when they go wrong. Do make sure that they do the right thing and also keep them in power for years. So just subscribe to this channel. Let us move on. Thank you very much, team. Thank you for bringing this in. Now, you might did that you know I bending a casacholi mamma fucker cranguso. We teen and I show rough. Maybe I feel mammy. Where a suchari for we a more day a suchari. Yay. A suchari for we no omode a ya ponko bini no modi epete so a suchari. Ghana military for nkan omodo ko kwada makwhye de bia makati Ghana military say mochi weed na aya moma ye fa nkoma labs no mo fa nye eye den medical weed aya ma mo nhye no Ghana military ade mo mpani weed na me say esutware for weed omo di ponko toilet no aya mo ko Ghana military for o say Ghana military no Ghana soldier for no omo wo eye mponko a omo ye soldier for mponko nti omo ko toilet na aya na mo hu di omo nye nti ana esutware weed farmers na beje no mo di apete so ai esutware weed. Good evening to Ghana military. Good evening to the CDS of Ghana military, a very solid man. Since he took over, we have seen progress. Right, recently he talked about the housing project they are putting together for the Ghana military, the armed forces, which is quite interesting. We are all very excited about this project. We will be looking and watching, and we know with his experience and also his commitment, Ejuma this point, and I know he's going to leave a legacy. And when he talks about housing, he will make sure the housing problem with the military, it is solved. The CDS has been there. He's an experienced man, and he's one person that you wouldn't get anything to say about him because he has gone through the mill. And he is somebody, a problem, I let him know. He will try and solve it. It's very, very important. On the propaganda CDS, this guy comes in and we are seeing the changes in our military. And this is something that we all should be happy about. Now, and there is CNN story about it, and say President John Dramani Mahama sets up and chair 13-member presidential advisory group on the economy. And the President of the Republic, Asama Efri Jubilee House, Flagstaff House, Aban, say, President Mahama, Apa Nipa, Edu Edia Miensa 13, or no any chairman, Ewosa, group wemu. Now, Omujuma is simple. Omujuma say, Sam in Penny4 Watton Sa from me, do dwelling in MDC, Omunya NDC for. Omo yempinifo oma wedra ewo den nyansa ye de kekere manmu eba sika samonto toye eba economy eba sania ye beye we sei ye de we betu ha Mr President sebio ye de yatena ye de ho sebio ye adwuma abedum pempenso bi a ye nim sania oman ye bu no intended president tena ase no so da bi we enya politics asem we enya me party for asem we enya nipa bi a menim no we ye nipa a ye nim sede omo betumi aye ni a omo experience wom into a power nipa nkwa 13 na sa nipa 13 no onyabotre one ne government ne vice president ene eye omo a one omo tena se cabinet adwene huhu se we mu de obehia omo ene omo di omo nyansa bebe kan nyansa ho na omo akyekere man eba eman si kasa mo totoye eye economy no se ne omo ankasa ewo suatre ene suahunu ehu se dabi we die esua ho ade yenim se ye de se ye beboa ye de se ye nda ebenya ho faso ye de se ya daache ebenya ho faso saa nipa edumiensa ena president apa omo so omo nyina mra na saa nipa yi wotete omo din a wotum se ampa President Mahama onim de oye we ye mpanifo a Ghana ewiase nyina wo bom din a yeka se we mu. And the good thing about the people are, well, Opa and as the people he has basically group. These are all accomplished men and women. These are people who can criticize the president in his face. These are people who can say, I'm not agreeing with you, Mr. President. Mr. President, this is wrong. These are people who can criticize the president. So the president has always wanted people who can look in his face and tell him, Mr. President, this should be done this way, and this should be done this way. And it's now President Mahama, or will be the Professor Nando Poku Ajiman. President Mahama wanted somebody who can look in his face and say, Mr. President, with all your experience and with all the things you are doing, I believe, I also think, I suggest, and the president will look at the person, look at the person's background, look at the credibility of the person, and think the same lines with the person. And then President Mahama, he did not just sit down and elect just a vice president. He elected somebody or chose somebody he will respect and who he admires the contribution and intelligence. Now look at this. These are the people at John Dramani Mahama, Aton and Sa Apawamo. These are exceptional people who have carried themselves well. We're your party fanatics. We're your party gurus. We're your party raccoons. These are people who are self-made. They work the hard way, learn the hard way, have experience. These are people you cannot just look in their face and say, because we're down for your politician. These are people who can walk away and say, if you don't want to take my idea, if you don't want to respect me, I am not a beggar. I am somebody who is coming to contribute to the development of this nation. And that is what I like about this group. Now, when you look at the group, Professor Nana Poku Ajiman, Her Excellency, and a bohon, no fair, no trap or cabrofo focus. South focus. Sanya didn't say, Brofonagasa a focus. Professor Nando Pokuajima, the Kofas after that, take the better so. The credentials, her experience, her humility, and how even at her age, the energy she carries every single day, this vice president is doing something, meeting people, sharing ideas, encouraging. Recently, I saw her speak on the National Youth Employment Program, saying that she thinks, she believes, or say this is a vice president who sits back, analyze before she speaks. This is not a vice president who is a junkie like the one we know, who is a comedian like the one we know, who only starts to speak ja or nya anytime he sees the crowd clapping. This woman is not swayed by that, because Professor Nando Pokuajima wako we share onim our experience. There's nothing that can basically surprise her or make her go off track. On tesa ba akuna why se koliko da ohu se nkora abogene so anoke kan kwase asem ba ben daddy Bawumia daddy ba ben no. Professor Nano Pokuajiman is the vice president of the Republic of Ghana, very very known woman with all the accreditation and respect. She is part of this group that is going to change the economic fortunes of this nation. Well, Obi said Mr. Kwame Pienim, we all know Mr. Kwame Pienim, or your economist and private the sector leader when it comes to or a former member of Page. So everybody knows Mr. Kwame Pienim or your MPP Nimbapa. In fact, Tamana Mame Wono, Nana Mami Sebio, Mr. Kwame Pienim, Nana Mami Sebio, ne Hiomukakra. In the time, na all go hospital, na entuma or Nam Kwaso, Echo, a MPP Tuma, the man Mami Chanmu. In the time, I near Kwame Pienim, na MPP Tumani, a wound torso, into a MPP Nimapa. Nipa na ojina owo de fe no Kwame Ata na saa Kwame Ata no ni nua ba ata ena gina ata ejina wo nti fe no ata ya ono na gi Mr. Kwame Pieni awo no papa na ye chairman e wo South Central so enti Kwame Pieni mu no oya MPP ni in and out, and so when the John Mahama say he does not care about his background. All that he wants is his wisdom and what he can bring on board to help this nation recover from our economic misery. It is not about your political affiliation. It is not about your tribe. It is not about your religion. It's about what you know. These are men and women with integrity. These are people who are not coming there because some foolish person said, come and join us and come and do propaganda. No. This is a solid team that is intelligent. This is not NDC team. This is Ghana team. We and your friend black stars, so black star now. This is the black stars. We mono your free baby, your free background be your free baby munti. Okay, black star now. Any. Now the third person is Mr. Ishmael Yamson. Every single person, or a private sector leader, a former member of Page. This is also another man, or you're well known about his credibility. You cannot touch it. He has comported himself and also very intelligent when it comes to economic issues. These are people, and most of them are MPP, some are CPP, some are KKK, and some are NDC. That is what we want, a government that will come and respect every single person's ideas. Bring them on board and say, let's build. It is not about where you are from. It is about Yenchimba and how we are going to get things done. So this is not an economic team. This is a Ghana team. This is a Ghana team that is coming to work for Ghana. So this is not comedy. This is not the economic management team. Every year we need. This is a Ghana team. This is a team that is willing to dedicate the rest of their lives to help change the lives of Ghanaians economically. Now, number 4, Professor Priscilla Chumesi Bafo, university professor and academic researcher, very solid woman, good background. Every single thing about this woman is perfect. Go and read about them. These are people who just didn't make it to the places they are just on a silver platter. They worked hard. They are intellectually sound. They know what they are doing. These are not pushovers. Ultimate say, we the because we are MP, on MP. On minister, on opposition. She just wants to come on board and contribute to the development of the nation. And these are things that we are not supposed to play with. John Mahama is doing something. John Mahama is basically, he's intertwining the nation. Because intertwiner or pimpama shishema or the obia efra or my
we and some who timoko so channel so. Mamma so Jim O'Hara, Senator Badiano, Edia Dumbi Edumiani, Unia, Ebesan, a room.